Good morning, y'all. I'm Eddie,
I'm Cynthia.
and today we're in downtown Riverside at Riverside TV Studios, and you're watching
Good GDMLK.
And now we're gonna go throw it over
To a special interview with the mayor.
Hi, my name is Emily Diaz, and I'm joined by the mayor of Riverside, Rusty Bailey. So, what was it like growing up in Riverside, and what kind of changes did you observe while growing up here?
Well, Riverside was half as many in population when I was growing up. Much more, much greener, I would say. The landscape was covered more so by orange groves than it was by houses, especially up in your neck of the woods, up at King and Orange Crest. That's where the orange groves were, and we used to drive out there and have fun on occasion, especially during the orange blossom time. When the orange blossoms were blooming, I had a Jeep, and we'd do some off-roading in the orange groves, and that was the fun that we used to have when I was young.
So, I've been told that you went to West Point. What inspired you to become a helicopter pilot?
Who told you that? Who told you that I went to West?
I believe it was Cynthia.
I'm just kidding. So I did. I graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point after going to school here in Riverside. We have something in common. We're both alley cats. Alcott Elementary School to Gage Middle School to Pauley High School. I know that's a rival of King, but you don't care about that, right? You're good?
No, it's
okay,
all right.
Thanks for inviting me on your show. But now that I'm talking to King High School students, they're probably like, oh, I'm not listening to that guy anymore. But anyway, if you care about going to West Point, going to a military academy, being in the Army, then maybe you should listen up a little bit. It prepared me, the school district prepared me very well to compete at one of the the best institutions of higher learning in our country, which typically is now, they call it like a $400,000 investment in individuals that go through there. 47 months of work. Basically, when you start, you go through basic training. You're in the Army. You have summer requirements and training that you have to go through. You have 4 years of academic rigor, and then you graduate and you're commissioned to Second Lieutenant United States Army and have a guaranteed job. And so my guaranteed job was being a helicopter pilot for the Army for the time that I was in.
That's cool. So, what are some of your day-to-day responsibilities as mayor?
So it's, the cool thing about it is it's new every day. It's different every day, and that keeps me going. Mm-hmm. It's not a boring gig at all. It's not a job. It's a calling, and because it's 24/7. It's never ending. You can't take off your hat from being the mayor. Even when you go home, people are calling you or coming by, or even my daughters sometimes say, well, since you're the mayor, can't you do something about that? And so you can't escape being the mayor. And I get to travel. There's 9 sister cities across the globe, from Japan to Germany to Africa, India, Mexico. And so I represent the city, going to those sister cities, and we try to establish bridges of business and education exchange and research and culture and art. And I get to go to Sacramento and Washington, D.C. to represent our city, get to help the city council make decisions for the future of Riverside. We have a $1 billion budget, which we make a decision on each year or every other year now, a $2 billion 2-year budget that we put into place, and then the city goes to work with that, cleaning the streets, and the lights are on, and the water's flowing, and the police are coming to your rescue, and the fire department as well. The parks are awesome. It's something different than when I was a kid. We have so many more parks and amenities for families to enjoy. So that's just a little sense of what I do as the mayor.
Yeah. So what are some of your hobbies when you're not working?
Well, as I mentioned, it's 24/7, but I do have a family, and so I get to spend time with them. Wouldn't call my family a hobby. That's not very polite to them, but I do enjoy spending time with them and going to their soccer games or swim meets or theater performances that they're a part of. My daughters Elizabeth and Julia, and my wife Judy, and although sometimes she's like my third kid, got to keep her under control. She's fun to be around. And I bike. I like to bike, mountain biking in Sycamore Canyon, and road biking on the Santa Ana River Trail and Victoria Avenue with some buddies. play soccer from time to time, like I did when I was at Pauley. I know there's a good King-Pauley soccer rivalry. And when I was a teacher at Pauley High School as well, I coached girls soccer, and that was one of the more intense rivalries, girls soccer versus King. So, so soccer. I like to watch soccer and coach soccer, especially when my girls were playing.
Trials for boys tennis will be held next Monday and Tuesday, December 3rd and 4th from 3 to 4 p.m. at the tennis courts. You must have a physical on file with the athletics department in order to try out. If you have any questions, see Coach Harris in room E101.
Got talent? Show what you got and collect cash prizes at the annual King High School Talent Show. Auditions are December 5th from 3 to 5 p.m. Please stop by F105 to sign up for an appointment time. You could do acrobatics, singing, dance, magic, yo-yo, weird tricks, anything that is entertaining and will get the audience to vote for you. Sign up outside F105 today.
Attention seniors, deadline to request letters of recommendation or other items from counselors is December 14th. Counselors will not be checking emails or phone messages during the break. And that concludes today's episode. Shout out to Riverside TV Studios.
Shout out to Mr. Hura, Mr. Paget, Garrett, and the mayor.
And like always,
Have a good day, MLK.